Koto, Markie here. So I need to conserve my battery, which is dwindling fast, but I would be remiss if I didn't shoot a video here because this is the Rosslyn Chapel of London. This is the Templar, Masonic, inner circle, you name it, Da Vinci Code, all sorts. This is one of the oldest churches in London. It's a Knights Templar church, Knights Templars church, I should say. They were the Knights Templars, not the Knights Templar. So they were an order of medieval knights who were think knights and also monks. So they took holy orders, and they were chivalrous knights. And they constructed churches which were round originally, and then often they were built on and added to later. So this is the original part, which it's been bombed. It was bombed in the war, and there's so much history to this place. I'm not going to go into it, or you could look into it. But so remember, this is YouTube. This is not the telly. People say get to the point. There is no point. Well, there is a point. There's a topic to the videos, but often because it's YouTube, it's a community, and I'm giving you a catch up. So if many of you will know, I'm in London at the moment. I've made a very kind of tumultuous transition from being in New Zealand to being in London. It's been very difficult. It's interrupted my work quite a lot. So today I just thought, oh fuck it. So I'm living in London. I'm going to be a little bit sketchy about where, because there's some funny people on the internet. So it's not good to be too precise about where you're located. But I am not in the centre of London, but not on the outskirts of London. And today I walked in. Something I've always wanted to do, actually. I'd actually always wanted to just walk right through the centre of London from one end to the other, just to get a proper impression of it. Because I think when you go on the underground and you kind of you go down into a hole and get on a little train and then pop up somewhere else, you don't really get the sense of where you are. And also, although it's a very big city, it's also a very small city, if that makes sense. And a lot of things we think are miles apart, because you travel on the tube, they're actually quite close to one another if you walk. So I walked through a big chunk of the city, which is really interesting. So I can't get on much work at the moment. Things are quite tricky. So if you're watching this and you're able to help in any way by supporting the channel, we really appreciate it. So we've had a big disruption in terms of our ability to earn and carry on doing what we love to do. So today I thought, wow, I'm struggling to get on with work. I might as well do what I wanted to do and go on a bit of an epic walk. Plane going overhead now, a noisy one, very noisy. I don't know why it's so noisy here. So this place that I'm at, not only is it kind of, like I say, very Da Vinci Code, very what's the word? I'm a bit lost for words today. I'm a bit dehydrated, I think. But it's in the City of London. Now, you might think, well, you said you're in London. Why are you telling us you're in the City of London? Well, the City of London is a different thing. The City of London, a lot of people don't know this, even Londoners, that the City of London is a city within a city. The City of London, which is the square mile, sometimes referred to as the square mile, is the oldest part of the city, and it's the part that was Londinium, the Roman city of London. And it's the place where St Paul's Cathedral is, and it's the place where all the financial jiggery-pokery is, the stock exchange and all that kind of thing, and all the legal headquarters. And it's got its own very, very kind of mysterious and complex system of governance. So if you want to become like the equivalent of a county councillor for the City of London, it's a very arcane and complex route that you have to take to pursue that. So the whole area, the square mile, is it's where all the, like I say, all the centre of power is. It's where Fleet Street is. The Fleet Street, the media aren't based in Fleet Street anymore, but they always used to be. It's where all the power temporal and everything lies. And it's got its own police force, it's got its own mayor, it's separate, you know, it's a separate under separate governance, and it's a separate entity to, you know, what we think of as London. So if you talk about the city of London, with capitals in uppercase versus the City of London, it's a kind of strange institution, and some people say it's the world's centre of money laundering and corruption. So this church, like I say, I'll tell you a few bits about it, but I don't think I would do justice to give a history. But there's a number of churches, I think mainly places like chapels in castles and things like that, that don't come under the authority of a bishop, that come under direct authority of the king. So, and this is one of them. This comes under direct authority of the king. And I was surprised to find that William Marshall is buried here. William Marshall is not one of my ancestors, but one of my ancestors, Sir John de Earley, was the squire of Sir William Marshall. And Sir William Marshall was sometimes described as the best knight that ever lived. And I'd forgotten that he's actually buried here. He was kind of Lord Protector, or the equivalent. I can't remember if that's the exact title, but he was all but king. He basically governed the country, and he was the one behind one of the main movers behind Magna Carta. And my ancestor, the White Knight, Sir John de Earley, was his squire. So I feel a close connection to him. Now, this area that it's in, so we're in the City of London, you know, busy, think busy, and look how quiet it is. So this is this area is referred to, the little courtyards and buildings around here are referred to as inns. Now, I'm not sure if they're the actual inns of court. There is a thing called the inns of court, which is where all the ancient legal profession was and still is based. But this is just off the main drag, just off Fleet Street, basically. And look how quiet it is. And there's these courtyards, just one leads on to another, leads on to another. Super quiet, super civilized, you know, very elegant. It's interesting. I get olive trees on either side of there, and I think they might be symbolic of Jerusalem. So this church and a lot of the Templar mythos is all to do with Jerusalem. So I think that might be why they olive trees are there. Now, I didn't film inside, but I did take one sneaky little photograph, because next to the effigy of William Marshall, somebody left this weird little offering that looked like a little sprig of rosemary. I might use that picture as the thumbnail, although this is a bit more of a sexy thumbnail, isn't it? So I'll probably use this as the thumbnail, but I might find some way to show you that picture. So that's the original part, the round part, although when I say original, I think most of it's been restored. And it was around 11 something or other it was built, and this part was added later, but it was all restored after it was bombed in the Second World War. So yeah, it's been weird being in London. It's weird to have, you know, the experience of walking through London. I've enjoyed it. I love architecture, and it's been, you know, really fascinating. So it's cheered me up, because I was in a very bad mood this morning. So I'm in a slightly better place today, even though it's the heat wave, and I think I'm slightly dehydrated. Excuse me. Yeah, it's kind of been weird walking through London. I spent lots of time in London, but mainly like little trips for particular things. You know, I've come in and I've gone back out. This is the first time in my life I've, you know, spent significant time in London, and this is the first time since I've been living in London that I ventured into, you know, anything like the centre. And I wanted to come to the Square Mile because I was just getting really interested. I was reading up on it. It's got its own police force as well. So yeah, you know, you think of the Metropolitan Police Force, but here it's not the Metropolitan Police Force, it's the City of London Police. So it's just a square mile within London. It's got its own police force. It's, you know, it's weird. It's a weird place. Yeah, I'm running out of words now. I would just show you what I'm sitting under before we finish. Oh yeah, that's the point I was going to make. There doesn't seem to be any traffic in London anymore. It just seems to be really quiet. I don't know if this is the congestion charge or what have you, but so that's what I'm actually sitting on, the base of this monument, which is the motif of the Knights Templars, which is two knights on horseback And some people think that that's the symbol of their vows of poverty. Some people think that they were gay, and that it was a secret gay order. There's all sorts of conspiracies within conspiracies about the Knights Templars. So I'd love to hear your comments if you're interested in all this stuff, and you want to add any information or facts about the Templars or the City of London, or any of this malarkey, or William Marshall, my ancestor, my ancestor's boss. I am not feeling particularly articulate today, so I will call it a day. But I hope you enjoy. I hope you've enjoyed this and sharing this place with me. Oh, I tried to feel the vibe in there. It's actually a working church. It's an Anglican church. It would have been Catholic. It's become an Anglican church. You have to pay to go in, but if you are a member of the London legal profession, you get it for free. It's the official church of the London legal services, or legal professionals. What else was I going to? Yeah, that'll do. So thank you for watching. If you can help us out at the moment, we'd really appreciate it. But if you just watch this video to the end, that's helped us enormously. And I'll catch you in the next one. Rangimarie.